Today we're being joined by the newest. He should be very familiar to this channel by now. He's now the newest North Melbourne AFL draftee, Blake Thredgold. Blake, thanks for coming on, mate, and congratulations.
No problem, Cooper. Thanks for having me.
No, anytime, mate. Now, how's it been since we last spoke? Obviously, the last week it was heading into the draft. It was, with all the nerves and emotions getting closer and closer, and then to have your name read on the first night of night to pick 26 North Melbourne must be pretty cool.
Yeah, it was such an unreal feeling. I had all my family and friends there on the night, and that was great. Had them all jump on me when my name got called out, and then some emotional tears were shed on the night. But it was a great night being with. Yeah, it just made it so much more special being with the ones I love. And then pretty quick turnaround to come to Melbourne, but I've loved it so far. I'm staying with Taylor Goad, who's been lovely, and been introduced to all the boys, and they've been amazing. And it's been awesome so far. Such a great club.
Sure, very good. And then how was so that night you mentioned about you getting jumped on, everything like that. Obviously, doing a quick chat on Fox Footy as well, and everything like that in the AFL website. In that moment, you're getting jumped on, Blake. If everything happened, what are you trying to take out of that? And how long did it take to sink in that you were finally officially on an AFL list at North Melbourne?
Oh, I mean, it didn't feel real at first. It was just like, it just felt like, I can't explain it. It just felt like it didn't feel, it didn't feel real. And it took a couple of days. The day when I woke up and I had to leave from Melbourne, it really sunk in for me. And I was like, I'm leaving for 3 weeks to go to live my dream. And I'm actually an AFL player now. And then today it was really set in stone that I'm officially an AFL player.
Sure. Now, in the lead up to the draft, as you mentioned, as you know, I asked the last time about how the meetings with clubs went. Now that it's officially happened, we can kind of detail and pull the curtain back a little bit. Maybe North Melbourne. How many times did you meet with them at the time, Blake? And did you have any indication that North was they at the top of your queue that you may have thought they may be the most keen, or were they somewhere in the middle range and you're surprised as just as everyone else?
I met with North Melbourne 3 times. So they came to my house once. Then I met up with the combine, and then they had a little catch up with me before the draft, just to let me know like where I sat and if they were going to pick me up, what would happen. But I had a pretty good indication, especially not getting picked the first night, the second night, because I knew Melbourne. I've heard North Melbourne that wanted the key defender from like Cow Toomey and all that sort of stuff. So I had a pretty good indication. But yeah, they picked me, and I couldn't be happier.
Sure. Did you know since it was the first pick of the second night, did you know in that day that it was going to happen, like officially from their end, or were you just waiting for it to officially be read out?
Yeah, waiting for it to officially be read out. I didn't want to set it in stone in my head too much. I'd like to not get my hopes up too high. But yeah, it got picked, so it was great.
For sure. Then obviously some North scarves are already there. Was it some family members you mentioned? I think you said on one of the other programs that you had a family member that went for North.
Yeah, so my brother-in-law goes for North Melbourne, and the night before he said, because North Melbourne have the first pick, I'll bring my scarf and my beanie just in case. And North Melbourne took me over, they chucked the scarf on, and I did the interview. My brother put the beanie on and wore it for the rest of the night. So yeah, it was good. It was good from his half.
That's good. Was he the most, excluding yourself, of course, was he the next most excited person in the room at the time, considering it was his club as well, and that obviously knows you, and then you've gone to his club as well?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely up there. I think my friends took the win though. Like they were like the most happy in the room. And honestly, I think everyone was pretty happy. Everyone was jumping on me. All my friends were so proud of me and all that sort of stuff. Seeing me succeed and follow my dream. So.
For sure. You obviously had that trip to Melbourne. How was that moment, that flight, knowing you're realising again, because you said it took a while to sink in that moment on the plane here to Melbourne, did that kind of go, okay, now this is my career now, and this is where it's going to be, hopefully for long term?
Yeah, it definitely hit stepping off the plane to the airport by myself. Then Goldie was waiting to pick me up outside. But yeah, definitely hit flying over there. Just thinking back of all my friends and family and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it definitely felt more real.
For sure. Obviously you mentioned Taylor's obviously helping you out at the moment. What's he been like in this short time, and how's he helped you settle into Melbourne life? As obviously, he had that opportunity not too long ago himself.
Yeah, he's been great. One of the nicest blokes you'll ever meet. It's so lovely. Show me around a bit of Melbourne. Cook me some food. I've been helping him. Waking up early, last to leave the club. His work ethic is amazing, and he's really professional, which is good for me to see what standard I should be at. And how he eats, how he sleeps. It's great. Yeah, he's being a really good role model for me.
For sure. Have you gotten used to these early times? Because I always hear about these clubs that like have 8 a.m. starts and everything like that. In that first session today, getting up early, I'm assuming, did it feel like, gee, I'm not used to these times?
Well, I got up at 5:30 today, which was definitely a big difference to I'm used to. I usually get up maybe like 9 or 10. But I don't really mind. Like as long as I get a good night's rest, like eight hours of sleep, I'm feeling good in the morning. So it doesn't bother me too much.
Very good. So obviously day one of pre-season, first day at a new club, officially going into North Melbourne, Arden Street. Obviously the women's side is still there and they're going to have a grand final this week and they're going for back-to-back. What's it like going into the club today for the first time? Going through their doors, I'm sure you might have a key pass or whatever it is, and it make it sink in even more. And how nervous was the first day today?
Oh, it was great. Yeah, like I said, the boys are so welcoming, and obviously, yeah, I didn't have that many nerves. I was more really excited. But the boys were welcoming me with open arms, and I felt really at home and really connected with the boys like already, and with the coaches as well. Like they're awesome, and they're getting behind me, and yeah, it's amazing.
Sure. Throughout those North interviews throughout the draft period, had you ever got to meet Clarko throughout that time? If not, how was today's experience with him?
Actually, after the night I got drafted, the next morning he flew over, and I had breakfast with him.
Yes.
And that was an amazing experience. He's so lovely. My family really loved him. It was just like you were having a chat with a friend that you've known for so long, just casual talking and that sort of stuff. A bit of footy, but yeah, just getting to know him, and it was very nice.
Sure. Who's some players you're really excited to play alongside at the Roos? Obviously, I saw that's in the phase of coming up the ranks and everything like that. There must be some players I'm sure that you're keen to play with and probably met today as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously a few stand out, but obviously I'd be happy to play with all of them. Like they're all so nice, and they're lovely blokes. And I mean, I probably can't even name a few because they're all so lovely, and they all get around me, and they all treat me like really nicely. So can't wait to play with all of them.
For sure. Now, obviously, some SA teammates. Obviously, with Stir, you had a few get picked up, and then in the SA State Championship, you had get picked up. Obviously, you see Mitch Marsh, Aiden Schubert. A few of the boys went to Hawthorn, actually, funnily enough. I think 3 of them went to Hawthorn. How did you feel for some of your other mates that got drafted from the state team? They got picked up elsewhere. Is there any particular standout and keen to maybe play alongside them or, against them, I mean?
I feel like, a lot of the boys that got picked up are really hardworking, and definitely got a chance to play against them when they play their first game. But they're very well deserved, like very hardworking group, very skillful, and can definitely have long, really good careers.
Sure. Obviously, looking at the fixture, obviously now being official at the club, you know exactly the clubs and when they play and everything like that. Is obviously grew up backing for the Crows. Wouldn't that be a dream to go up against a side you used to play? I know we're talking hypotheticals here, but how special would that be for you to go up against a side that you grew up supporting for 18 years?
It'd be really weird. I'd love every second of it though, but I feel like it would hit a lot differently. It wouldn't feel real. I feel like it wouldn't feel real. But yeah, it'd be great. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it if that opportunity comes.
For sure. Obviously, training today, obviously, just briefly mentioned it. How was training in general? Was there anything, was there 2K time trials with any of that stuff? If so, how was training as a whole?
Yeah, I had the 2K and then straight into training. And then obviously, because first-year players were not doing as much, which is good, holding back the load a bit so we don't get burned out too quickly. And then it was some massages, recovery gym meetings, and yeah, it was great.
Sure. Even though it's only been one session and part of a session, but did you notice a drastic difference already from, say, a state training to the STIR training and then now at an AFL environment?
Oh, yeah, definitely. The intensity of the trainings are much higher. The groups, like our groups at STIR and SA, we're really connected, but this group is just like one big family. And but professional dietitians and all that sort of stuff, trainers, it's a lot more professional. Yeah, big
For sure.
difference.
What excites you most, Blake, to play with the Roos? What are you most excited about?
I think just their upside as a team. Like obviously a young list now, that's definitely on the rise because they're working very hard and getting more experience there with each session. So definitely the thing that excites me most is the upside the team has.
For sure. If you set your goals, Blake, heading into 2020, obviously a few weeks for a bit of preseason, and I'm sure there'll be a bit of a break as well, and then getting into preseason in January next year as well. What are some goals, Blake, you try? Even it's early days. What are some goals you set for yourself for next season?
I reckon just get as fit as I can and put as much size as I can to definitely set a really good baseline for the future, so I can keep working hard and I don't feel too out of place, so I can go up against those bigger bodies.
Sure. Is the intercept defending still the type of position you feel like that's the kind of role that you play at state level that you would transition to North at?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I feel like that's my role.
Sure. Blake, it's been a pleasure having you on yet again, mate. Congratulations for getting your dreams realised. It's good to now call you officially an AFL listed player. It wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of when. Congratulations, mate, again. All the best. And we'll hopefully enjoy your journey at the Roos and have a long, successful career there, mate. I appreciate you coming on again.
No problem. Thanks so much, Scoops.
No, thank you, mate.